the channel! Yay! And today we're going to do a very exciting video that I'm really excited about because it is exciting. I partnered with YesStyle for this video and I'm going to bring you a full face of K-beauty products. I just want to say beforehand, I am using all K-beauty products, but I'm not going to do a Korean style makeup. I'm going to do my own makeup like the style I usually do, but just with Korean makeup products. And you can get all of these products on YesStyle. I'm going to link all of them below. And if you don't know, YesStyle is like a worldwide destination for Korean beauty, like makeup, skincare, whatever. And they also have really adorable home things and like accessories and everything. They are like my go-to store. I always have like a huge wish list on their cart, and they do ship worldwide, so that's amazing. They offer free shipping. I think to the UK is like if you spend 25 or 28 pounds. But yeah, go check them out because they're amazing and they have the lowest prices and amazing promos as well. I'm gonna start great style as a Korean makeup tutorial should be with the sheet mask. And today I'm gonna be using this, okay, I don't know how to say the name of this brand, but it's Appeal. This is the white milk 1-pack and it's this little cute milk, you know, package. And this is a hydrating sheet mask, which is just what I need. Eesh. And this is soaked, which is great. And let me open this. I can tell right away that the cotton is so soft on the sheet mask, which is so important to me because honestly, when the sheet mask doesn't really adhere to your skin and isn't really soft, it just makes everything not worth it, I think. So, well. So as you can see, it's really adhering to skin. I don't know how to say that word. Anyway, it's really like sticking to my skin, like a second skin almost, and it feels amazing. The scent is not too strong, which I like as well. And I'm gonna just put some of the serum down my neck. And by the way, this like Panda headband as well is also from YesStyle. I bought it. This is like most of the things were sent, but this one I actually bought there myself, and if I can find it, I'll link it down below anyway. But they have so many other animal headbands as well, so definitely check that out. Okay, let's wait 15 minutes. And I'm just gonna do this off and massage the serum in. As a base today, we're gonna be using the HEIMISH Artless Glow Base, which you know I adore. It's one of my favorite primers ever, not only K-beauty, just ever really. And it has SPF 50+ and PA triple+, which is really good because it really protects your skin, and it's kind of like a primer and SPF all in one. This is what it looks like. So it's kind of white, but it does have a sheen to it, so, and also smells amazing. I really like it. It's one of my most dewy primers, and it really gives like a glowy, bouncy, healthy kick. You can find all the products that I'm talking about on YesStyle, but up until now, the primer and the sheet mask were products that I bought myself, and so I'd used them before. From now on, I'm going to be using all the products they sent and giving you my first impression. So one of them is the ETUDE House Double Lasting Foundation, and this is the shade Pure N02, and this has SPF 34 and PA double plus. And this is a foundation that I've always wanted to try because I heard great things about it, and also one of my friends really loves it, so I've always wanted to try it. They expanded the range ever since the launch, I think, so it has a wider range. As with all K-beauty, it tends to be on the fairer sides of it, and I believe there's a number 1. This is number 2, but this is more neutral than the number 1, I think. Here's the color of the foundation. It is quite neutral. It seems quite fair as well. I hope it doesn't oxidize. Using a beauty blender. And this is a foundation that I think is supposed to be long lasting, but also have like a really good coverage. I feel like the shade is pretty much a match. I mean, there is like a subtle undertone change, but nothing that I need to worry about. It blends right into my face, and it does offer a pretty solid coverage. It starts out medium, but you can definitely build it to full coverage, I think, which is pretty amazing. So for my whole face, I used about 3 pumps. You can use less if you want a sheer base, but I went for the full coverage or almost full coverage. It's not like sticking to patches. So as of now, I like it. Let's see how it fares out throughout the day, especially since it's, you know, long lasting. Let's go on to the concealer. So the concealer we have is the Epio, I don't know if that's how I say it, but the Epio Moist Creamy Concealer, and the shade is One Frozen. The concealer range though is very limited, more limited than the foundation, and even though I think this shade works for me, they don't have like lighter shades, which sometimes for like highlighting and illuminating. And this say it's like a moist creamy concealer, so it should go under eyes just fine. Let's see how it would do on pimples. Wow, under eyes it's like perfect. It's not sticking to any of my dry patches, and I have loads of them under eye. It's also not oxidizing that I see, and it really is high coverage as well. It is good enough to do pimples with, I think, as well. It's not completely full coverage, but it's very high coverage. I am now gonna apply just my eye primer before we get into powdering. The SAEM eye primer. It's kind of a pearly pinky nude. For the powder, I'm gonna use the 3CE, and this is a brand that I've been wanting to try for so long. I love the look of the products, and I have a few more products from them to use in this tutorial, but this is their natural finish loose powder. They have a few shades. This is the shade number 1, which is translucent, and it has a sort of light skin tone shade. Just so you see what I'm talking about, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna swirl it to kind of set everything. Wow, this is quite like pore smoothing. It has like an airbrush finish, and it does set everything into place. I think this is a beautiful like finishing powder. It does feel slightly tightening like under my eyes because I have really dry eyes. Now under the eyes I can see a little bit more texture than I did before, so I don't know. And the rest of the skin. And we're gonna go with the 3CE Studio Coloring Brow Pencil and Mascara. This is what it looks like. It has such a fun packaging. Again, I love their aesthetic and their ideas. And this is the shade Gray Brown. This is one of those 2-in-1. We have a pencil and a brow gel type of product. And the brow gel here is a little more pigmented than the ones in these type of products. Like I tried the Pixie one and the Nude Sticks one, and the brow gels there are a bit more transparent. And this one is a bit more like creamy and pigmented. Explain it. Okay, compared to the Nude Sticks one, the Nude Sticks is way more creamy and pigmented, but I don't necessarily like that because it's very easy to make mistakes. And with the waxy ones, I feel like you have more control of where you go with your pencil. So I definitely like that it's waxy. So I'm just like creating a few brush strokes. My brows, I'm lucky enough to have really defined brows, so they don't need much help. They really just need a little bit of filling in. Let's go ahead with the brow gel, which I feel like, being so pigmented, I'm a little scared it's gonna be too pigmented. The spoolie is quite one of the small ones, so again it's a little bit more defined. I think you definitely need to be a little bit more careful with this. So yeah, maybe a transparent gel would be a little better. But if you do have very sparse brows, this could be really helpful. I feel like I've done too strong of brows. I had to go clean up a little bit because it was a bit much. Okay, so I made a bit of a mess, but I think we're like on the right track. I'm gonna keep doing my makeup and then like settle anything we have on the brows after. But again, if you have very sparse brows, then do use the gel. If not, don't, because it's very pigmented, and since I have already like quite bushy brows, it can be the recipe for disaster. So this is from Etude House, and it's their wine palette. They have other themes. I think they have chocolate and an extra one as well. This one is the This one is called Wine Party, and you can see like the little things. So I don't know what it says because it's not English, but we have like little drawings as well of cheese, wine, types of drinks and everything. And I just find this so adorable, and it's such a cute palette, such a unique palette. Going into this one first, just really set the eye. And going into this one, just to kind of set that transition shade. This one as our crease shade. These shadows are quite pigmented. So far they've been easy to blend. I'm not going to go into this, and it is quite pigmented, so I'm just going to do corners. Wow, I love their blendability. Can you see? Like they were so easy to blend. I'm now gonna go into this little one to do the center. First, this one, and then I'm gonna apply the other one on top. I'm now gonna wet this brush with the April Skin Magic Snow Mist. And I'm gonna go into this color right here, which is slightly duochrome. And I'm gonna apply that just like a little topper. It's like a greenish golden, but it has like a pink shift, which is gorgeous. Look at it by itself. I find that this duochrome pigment is a little bit harder to get than the other shadows, but if you do insist on it, it does pay off. I'm not also gonna add a little bit of this just to connect the parts. Wet my brush again, a new brush, like a pointy brush. I'm gonna go into the other textured one, which is this one. It's kind of like a pearly champagne color to begin with, and then it has a peachy shift. Time to go for the mascara, and the mascara I'm using is the It's Skin Babyface Petit Mascara. This is what it looks like. It's in a tube. It's kind of like curved, which I really like. I love curved ones. And let's see what this is all about. So this is the first layer, which is pretty good. My lashes have been terrible lately. They've been falling out a lot. They've been really flimsy and kind of horrible, really. I've been using a lash serum, but not even that has helped. I don't know what's happening with them. They're really nasty. They're being nasty. As you can see, I have like gaps in my lashes, but they are pretty. The ones that are there are pretty up. So this is the final look with this mascara, and I really like it. I feel like if my lashes were normal, this would be a really good fan look and kind of like holding the curl right. But they're really like, they're flimsy, and I'm scared because I love my lashes. Coming a little bit to the back again, we're gonna go into highlighter, and the one we're using today is the Me highlighter stick, and this is the shade Luster Beam. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my beauty blender and kind of go on my cheekbone. Now for our blush, we're going to be using the 3CE. Once again, love this packaging. And this is the Nude Peach Face Blush. And so it's a really nudie blush that I'm completely obsessed with. I honestly don't think I have anything like this in my collection, which is something that I can't always say. So this and the eyeshadow palette are something that are definitely very unique to me and very interesting. And that just makes them all the more amazing. So this is pretty pigmented, but it is a very light, as you can see, it's pretty pigmented. This is one swipe, but it is a very light color, and so I don't have to be like terrified that I'm gonna overdo it. Last thing to apply is of course the lipstick. This is the 3CE, again, Velvet Lip Tint. This is what it looks like. Again, love the packaging. So I'm expecting like a satin sort of finish. I don't know if that's what it is, but from the words kind of velvet lip tint. Just see. Oh, they're kind of like soft matte, kind of like the NYX soft matte lipsticks. It's very moussey, very creamy. it doesn't really hold on to patches. And in true Asian fashion, I'm gonna blot it out here so that it's kind of like diffused and faded. Whew, and this is the look, finally, with my April Skin Magic Snow Mist. This is whitening, moisturizing, and a makeup fixer. So I will be back in a few hours to kind of show you how this progresses throughout the day. But right now, I'm really digging everything. I feel like the concealer is the only thing that doesn't really, like, you know? Because I really liked it when I applied it, but I do feel like it's creasing already. So I'm not very confident in its long-lasting, you know, capabilities. Okay, so never mind my hair, because I was actually filming another video that is probably my last video, so definitely go check that out. It's a fun video. I have to say I'm so surprised with the eye makeup. I was thinking that like they are really buttery and creamy. I was kind of worried that they wouldn't last all day, but they are absolutely untouched. There is a little bit of oil coming through, but it's not really oily, it's more sheeny than anything else. Under eye, I feel like it could have gone much worse. There is a little bit of creasing and there is a little bit of like patchiness, but honestly, we began really kind of with this. After I applied the whole makeup, it kind of looked like this. So I am surprised that it didn't get even more creasy. It actually looks, you know, quite normal for what any makeup would look at the end of the day. When it comes to the base, it held out really well. It is super long lasting. I feel like around hour 4 or 5, it kind of started breaking down a little bit here, so we do see a little bit of the lines accentuated, but not too much. Here, yeah, you can see that it kind of has moved around a little bit because of the oil that is surged through. I think this would be more of a winter foundation for me personally. If you have really dry skin, this might be a really good long-lasting foundation for you because it's super creamy, super hydrating. And I did set it with a powder, but if you don't set it with a powder, you should be fine with dry skin with this. If you have super oily skin, this might not be the perfect foundation for you, but I'm definitely impressed with it. It still looks like really radiant. I maybe powdered a T-zone, but the rest looks flawless. Even here on the crease, it usually looks much worse than it is right now. This coverage kind of went away a little bit because I was eating and everything. And yeah, the lipstick lasted about 2 hours, but by the end of 2 hours, it was kind of like clinging onto a few dry patches, which was normal. So I just hydrated and everything went away. Let me know if you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the little bell button so you know every single time I upload, you will get a notification and you can click on it straight away and watch it as soon as I upload. That's pretty much it, guys. Bye!